Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Again, lots of news out over the weekend. Where do I start? It looks like Carney's going to be head of the Liberal Party in Canada, the Progressive Party coming up towards the next election. Let's see how it plays out. I've got no hassles at all with being wrong. I read ages ago that the head of both parties would be female, but hey, sometimes we get it wrong because energies change. When I did that initial reading, Carney wasn't even in the picture. However, I still keep getting female. So let's see how it plays out. He might win the election and then pass over the reins because political system in Canada is very similar to the political system in Australia in that the party votes in the head of government, the Prime Minister, not people. So the majority party has the head of government. So let's see how that all plays out. Okay, what do I want to have a look at in this particular reading? Okay, bit of argy-bargy bickering going on in regards between Rubio and Leon Muskrat. Now, I call him Rattus Pretorius because he is a rat and he is from South Africa. So let's see how that plays. But also, South Africa have cancelled their Starlink contract, and Rattus Pretorius has come out and claimed that it got cancelled because he wasn't a black person. No, that's not quite right. But anyhow, I want to have a look at the bickering that's going on between Muskrat and Rubio. Now, Rubio, oh boy, in that attack on Zelensky in the White House, if he could have shrunk any further into that couch during that absolute shameful carry on, he would have. So out of his depths. Um, Oh, I'm just going to say so out of his depth. There's really not much else I can say about that. However, what's happened is that Muskrat posted on Twitter, I can't bring myself to call it X, posted on Twitter that the Starlink is the backbone of the Ukrainian army. The army would collapse if he turned it off. Was that a subtle threat going on there? Then, of course, the Polish leader came straight out and called it out for what it is on Twitter. Rubio then waded in and dismissed that the system would be turned off, but that Poland should be the Ukraine should be grateful and Poland should be grateful. In which case, the Polish leader came out and said, "Excuse me, but we actually pay for the system. Why should we be grateful?" Like, that would be like me being grovelly to the electricity company because I pay for the electricity company that the electricity company provides. No, I I pay them for the service that they provide me. I don't need to be great. I am grateful that we've got stable electricity in this country. I don't need to grovel to them about it. Anyhow, so basically from there it descended into Muskrat just name calling because he's so mature that's what you find they descend into when they've got nothing else. When they know they're beaten, they've got nothing else. So if you are in a discussion with and bringing facts to the table with any Trumpsters or any far right, any of those ilk, and you find that they are descending into memes and name calling, it's because they got nothing else. So just step back and leave them to it, because you have now triggered them to actually realise that they ain't got a leg to stand on. So I want to have a look at what's going to happen to Starlink. Now, the French, I believe, if I switch my page back again in my notebook, the French are bringing out a version of Starlink called EUTELSTAT, EUTELSTAT. I don't know if they call it Eutelstat or it's just Eutelstat. I don't know quite how they're saying it, but it's not ready quite yet. But they are bringing it out, their version, and I think they're preparing 40,000 low orbit satellites to be deployed. Now, I was absolutely horrified when I saw an ad last night that our major telco in Australia, Telstra, is buying into Starlink to improve. I know, to improve connectivity, because Australia's a really big, sparsely populated country. But I was absolutely horrified to see that Telstra is not going to read on that, but I want to have a look. Will EU Telstat, the French version of Starlink? Okay, first of all, thank you. Will Leon Muskrat, will EM turn off Starlink? He's done it before. He did it early on. He's done it before, and you'll notice that the instant the US Felon 45 announced that they're not going to share intel with Ukraine and stopped intel with Ukraine, Russia launched a massive attack. Let's have a look. Will Muskrat turn off Starlink to Ukraine? Come on down, let's have a look. Okay, Three of Pentacles. It's not a yes. Well, it's not a yes or a no card. I'm just going to say it is my dark money behind the scenes card, things happening in the shadows behind. But I'm really feeling that this is the French version being forged, literally being forged in fire. I think the French version might be ready in time. Yeah, challenged by the Seven of Swords, the turning off of Starlink. So I'm getting that this is the okay, thank you. France, Poland, Germany. Thank you, France, Poland, Germany. Forged in fire, frantically trying to get this EU Telstat system up and running, like producing, because the challenge is the liar, the sneak, the one that will not hesitate to take the swords and leave Ukraine defenseless. Absolutely. Foundation of this reading is the burden card, the burden of the messaging, the slogging uphill, chaos. Might be some chaos in the switchover happening here, but it is an end of a cycle, and then a new cycle will be reborn. So the energy that they're stewing in it, that Ukraine is stewing in at the moment is, okay, thank you. I just got told that they can't trust the communication system, that they've got two hands tied behind their back trying to hold on to the messaging. I think Musk intends to. I think he'll get the shites and then just in a childish temper tantrum shut it off. But let's see how these cards play out. I just feel but it is the end of a cycle. Okay. In the past, we've got the strength of the information system. I mean, Leon's been handsome. The company's been handsomely paid for it. He says, "Oh, we don't get. We're giving it at a discount and making a loss on it. 50 million plus a year. They get paid purely for the Starlink over Ukraine. Okay. But in the past, the strength. I'm getting this as actually being with the Emerald, knowing that Muskrat got his start from his his seed funding from his father's emerald mine. It's really about the strength of the security of of Musk is in the past. Crowning this reading, an offer being made that is not accepted because they've already got 3 full cups sitting here, is crowning over this reading. No, thank you. I love it when my boys give me a clip up the side of the head. An offer that, okay, this is the offer coming forward. Okay, so you've got the 3 cups already here. They're not spilled, they're sitting there. But they're sitting on this toadstool, the poison cups. Okay, thank you. If you hear my guides, let me know. The poison cups is what Ukraine currently has, the offer of something new coming forward. The immediate future. So this is the French system. I suspect Germany is churning it out. Poland's doing its bit too. The immediate future, the sword of truth being raised. It's also, swords are about airborne communication as well. So this is I think this is just the presentation of something new and strong and dependable. This is the French system. Page of Cups, something unexpected coming forward and being presented, which is this offer from France, but it's really unexpected. Something not expected is being brought forward. And we've got here, actions have consequences. So this might be brought forward for Leon, because his actions have consequences and justice. If he turns it off, he'll be International Criminal Court. Wheel of Fortune, karma coming, an end of a cycle and the beginning of something new. I know it's the death card, but with death comes renewal, simplicity, and then new beginnings. So ending a new, going back to something simple, and then the new beginning. The manifestation, the ability, got everything that they need, and then the world card, closure. Ending and beginning, new door opening, new beginning, ending and beginning. Betrayal, treason, loss. Wonder who's going to be the Emperor experiencing this loss. Okay. It's all part of this big unraveling that is poised to happen. So will Starlink switch off in Ukraine? Will Starlink switch off in Ukraine? That would be international treason, because Poland has paid for that system. It is Poland's system. I think he's going to. Actions have consequences, and really exposing that snake in the path. That snake in the path pops up just about every reading when I read on these guys. Will Starlink be turned off over you, unexpectedly turned off over Ukraine? That might be that Page of Cups I had externally, something unexpected happening. Will he, what's that? Right, we've got the burden of the communication again, the chaos of the communication. New partnerships. Okay, I'm going to do it this way. New partnerships coming forward. Movement forward. Again, new, more equal footing partnerships. We've got, again, this new, something new being brought forward. And I do love those two are they bluebirds or doves or something? Could be bluebirds being the spring. And we are in spring in the Northern Hemisphere. A determination, something new, something agile, something more agile in regards to the airways. But there also might be a truth that's brought forward here too. And we've got this card again. Now, an announcement being made from someone in the EU. Now, I did have a list, I haven't got it right with me, but the inspirational figure bringing an announcement about the just the snake and the information being brought forward. We've got here, well, it's the voters and the ending. The offer being made, a retreat, the false friend. I think he's going to shut it down. It's almost like that's a last puzzle piece for legal action to be taken against Muskrat in the International Criminal Court. He's going to find himself in a bad situation with 5 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords. How is it going to go for Ukraine? So I think he's going to. Oh, I've got a flipped over card there. Hang on. It's that one. The wannabe emperor, my way or the highway. I think he's going to shut it down, but I think France will have in place ready to go. Not just France, Germany, Poland, Ukraine will have in place this new system. And then, boy oh boy, step back, because the infighting and the bus throwing is going to start in earnest. How? Going to start in earnest. Absolutely. So, how is this going to affect Ukraine's ability? How is this going to? I'm getting the feeling that Felon 45, Muskrat and his minions are just going to be foiled at every turn. Right, new partnership. How's Ukraine going to do? I think they're going to be okay. New partnership. And being forged in fire. The 3 countries coming together to bring protection. We've got the Emperor, we've got the higher authorities, and we've got justice. International Criminal Court, perhaps. The wannabe Emperor, justice, new start, or the foolishness leading to legal restriction and bringing things to an end on the world stage, fading the falling apart partnerships. There's that card again, there's that betrayal card, but bringing forward alchemy, strength, courage, protection, and moving forward. Okay, I think Ukraine's going to be okay. I think there's going to be enough in place for them. But I think they're also playing their cards are being played close to the chest. Now this is 4. You've got the 3 here and 1 being held up. So again, Germany, France, Poland and Ukraine playing their cards close to their chest because they're going to bring it online unexpectedly when required. And it is really a puzzle piece that there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes in regards to protection of Ukraine. And it is another puzzle piece being laid in. Yeah, okay. I think Ukraine's going to be okay. However, I think they're going to have everything in place ready to go, but they're going to potentially, I just get they're going to hold off until Muskrat overplays his hand and switches off and basically says, up yours, switch it off, which is so illegal. And it's almost like it'll just automatically change over. They'll switch the new system on. Everything's in place for the new system. And the ICC are going to have a field day. Oh boy, I keep seeing Musk is the leak wink. He's a leak wink. Absolutely leak wink. Oh, and Felon 45 with with the FIFA World Cup guy. Didn't he look like a lard muppet? Especially next to the fit and healthy FIFA dude. He's the weak link, and he doesn't have protections. And I keep seeing, and I've been seeing for a long time now, and the cards have been saying for a long time now, he is the one that they will attack first, who then bring about what needs to be brought about. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Off my hobby horse. I shall catch you shortly.